Hello everyone, and welcome back to a little bit more of Cuphead. In this video, I want to show you something that's really cool. On my downtime, not streaming and not recording, I went ahead and I P ranked just about everything, and then I realized, well, wow, maybe I should go ahead and record that. So I went ahead and I did it twice. And what happens when you unlock all the P ranks on all the run and gun levels, aka Pacifist, which means you go and you complete the run and gun level without shooting anything, without damaging anybody outside of parrying. Apparently that's okay. You unlock the black and white level through the turtle, or not the level, but the black and white filter. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you my playthrough of beating each one of those levels. Like I said, I did it off screen, and then I was like, I should record this, but when I was recording it, I wasn't feeling good. You can probably hear it in my voice. I still don't feel that good. So what I'm actually going to be doing is commentating over the top of when I was playing through it, and I'll show you what I mean. I actually have it sitting here in Premiere Pro right now. And I'll just like have this be going because this is already all set up. You can see I have all 6 of them right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'll just commentate over the top of it. These first 2 are actually from the other video I did showing you the P rank possibility. So I'm just going to talk through what I was thinking as I was going through all of these. And then we will kind of just go from there and I'll show you everything. So let's do it, man. This is one of the first ones on World 1. And in this one, right here, yeah, right here's pretty easy. All you gotta do is just kind of let the ladybugs bounce over you and watch out for Woody the Woodpecker here. There's not really a whole lot that you need to do that's all that special until you get later into the level, I believe. Actually, no, that's not this one, though. Later in the level, that you gotta worry about is the acorn one. This one's actually pretty straightforward. If anything, all you gotta worry about is at the end, there's this giant bug. I don't know if you can get through him without taking damage, but you can just eat the damage and walk right through him. Now these guys do spit out parryable objects. I don't really feel like there's a place in this whole level that you really need to, you know, build up your parrying. Again, unless you want to complete this with all of your HP. But I don't know that you get any bonus for that because I messed up here, but there was a part where, or there was a level later during one of these 6 that I got all my parries, all of my super, I think. No, I got all my parries, all of my coins, excuse me. All of my hit points, and I had a good time. And it's not like you get a P plus or anything, it's just a regular P rank. So yeah, I just eat damage right there, you can walk right through him, and then you're done. So the first one's really easy, if you ask me, compared to the other ones, because it's really straightforward. You don't gotta do anything too fancy. The one after this is a little bit tougher. So yeah, you see all these right here, time, HP, parry. One of these levels, I completely demolished it. So I don't think that there's like a P plus. You can see the top grade was a P, and then I just got another P. All of these levels I had completed beforehand, except for the last one, which is when I go and talk to the turtle. So you'll just see me like recompleting them because I was enjoying myself, having fun with the game, basically. I was actually playing it off stream, which doesn't happen very often. There's not a whole lot of games that I actually play off stream. This part, or this whole level, I would just say take your time and try to find holes to push into, and pay attention to your parries because you're gonna need them. You're gonna need at least one. And you're gonna see it coming up here pretty quick, actually, I think, because right over here there's gonna be like 3 mushrooms. Oh, did I not get that coin? God dang it. You're gonna need to parry off of one of the mushroom poofs right up in here. Yeah, these 3 right here. And the reason why is I'll show you. And you want the 3rd one right here to poof downward, just like that. It's a perfect angle. So let that go past you, and then right here you gotta nail it so you can pop over him. Now, the acorn maker there, he's one of those like type mini bosses that you saw earlier in the other level with the wasp, right at the end. The thing with him though, and he's like the only one that has this problem, is he has a collision inside of him. So you can't just like walk up to him and then phase shift through him. So you have to go ahead and nail your parry that way in order to get over the top of him. You can like kind of mess up your parry a little bit and get like 3/4 of the way up top of him and then go through him. You'll take damage, but that still works. But if you just try to stand next to him and jump through him with a phase shift, you're just gonna hit a wall for some reason. Now this one I hate. This one took me, this one probably took me the longest. And not because it's that hard, but because I kept messing it up, honestly. So this one I would say definitely try to build up your parries because it'll make your life way easier. And you can just kind of sit and camp at the beginning, which I might actually do, if I recall. And just try to hit some of these pink fishies. Yeah, I messed that up. I messed that up right there, so I had to backtrack. But yeah, build up your parries here because there's parts of the level that get a little bit tougher later. And here, what, I already have 3 parries. And the thing is, in order to like build up your cards, you have to parry. Because when you're playing the level normally, you're attacking things, and that's also building up your super level. Sorry, I'm watching this and I'm like getting into it again. And then yeah, I took damage here, but I figured it was okay because the crab's gone. I hate the lobster, man. But now you can say I have 4 cards right now, and I know that there's gonna be some shrimp coming in that are pink. Right here, I'm just sitting here because I'm like, maybe there'll be a pink starfish, because I know the starfish spawn there. But I was like, okay, maybe there's not gonna be, so I just kind of got over it. Right there, make sure you parry before you face shift, otherwise you'll fall. I did that a lot. Whew, here we go. This is the toughest part of the level. It's when this clam is shooting at you in the back and then the shrimp are jumping at you. So I got a good parry there. And now I realize that I have my super ready and I have invincibility on my super. So really it's just waiting until I mess up or feel like I'm cornered. And then I'll go ahead and I'll use my invincibility, which I think I do like right now. I'm gonna get hit like by one of these. Yeah, right there. And then I start freaking out. So yeah, I didn't have to use my invincibility right there. It was probably a little too early. I could have made my life easier on myself. But everything worked out in the end. Oh, that was so close. So that bubble made me scared with that phase shift right at the end. I thought that was gonna nick me. But then I got it. And I was so happy when I got this one because it was a big pain in the ass. I hated it so much. But I got it. And then what? That's 3 of them already. And again, with that level, just take your time going through like those little volcanoes or geysers that spit out the spikes. And then you can really make it through that level without taking damage. Now this level is interesting. You really gotta do some fancies on this level. See, like this guy right here, you can jump over him, but you have to be right in front of him, and you have to be really, really close, almost like frame perfect. And then this guy, I fumble up a little bit here, but what you can do with this guy is you can actually land right next to him. I think he kind of shifts around depending on the RNG. He could be more towards the front of the base or the pillar, or it could be towards the back. He's on the back this time, so I just kind of stand in front of him and hop right over him. And then here, you can try to get some parries off of the dragons. I miss pretty often when I'm doing this though, because I'm more focused on the mud monsters. But I think I nail one. Actually, I think I mess up one. I think I mess up one. Let me see. Yeah, I tried to hit that parry and I messed it up. I was ticked about that. But then right here, there's 2 ways you can handle this. You can either sit here and bounce back and just keep building up your parries so you can get invincibility and hop over the wall. Or you can parry off of a spit drop, whatever those are, and pop right over him. So the second time I got a little bit closer, the third time is when I actually pop over him. Bah! And then I nail it. I was so happy when I did that. I was like, oh god. That was the first time I'd ever tried doing that and it worked out. Actually, yeah, I grabbed that coin right there too. Now, this guy, same thing. You gotta make sure that you're really close to him because he attacks pretty frequently. So you gotta be right in a good position and then you can just pop right over him. And ta-da. Now right here, I think I took the route of building up my parries because I only had 2 more to go anyway. You can see in the left-hand corner, I already have 3 cards. Yeah, and that was kind of risky right there. You don't always, for some reason, the parries don't always work the way you think they would out of a teleport. But yeah, I think right here, I'm like, oh god! So I panicked and then used that. And then right here, this is pretty simple. This is just like really, really, really easy platforming right here. And then I already had, what, 2 hit points there, so I can mess up once and be fine. So this part of that was really easy. Really, all you do is just go platform to platform. If you played Mario like at all in your life, this is like the easiest part of the game. So yeah. And then, what is that? Is that 4 levels so far? So I think I actually did them in the order of World 1, World 1, World 3, World 3, World 2, World 2. Because I was standing next to the turtle and I was like, okay, may as well just go ahead and do World 3 while I'm here. But yeah, like, I don't even know if there's really that much to say with this part right here. Just, I like the phase shift to kind of like center yourself. It's easier than just trying to nail all those jumps with a regular jump. But then yeah, you just go right through it. And again, you can't attack anything. You can parry, you can't attack anything. And if you're gonna use your super, make sure you use the super number 2. Otherwise you might damage something. I don't know if you can use super number 1 and super number 3 and then like just not hit anybody and you're still fine. I don't know if you can shoot and just not hit anybody and you're still fine. I don't know, honestly. This one right here, this level destroyed me the first time I played it like regularly, but it's actually a lot easier when you try to do the pacifist route, if you ask me. So what I'm doing right here is I'm just building up my parries because the ducks have a lot of parries for you and they're super easy and they'll just keep coming. You don't got to worry about it. And I prefer these guys over the, oh, I missed. I prefer these guys over the, I don't even know what they're called. They're called jacks. Those little things that you can twirl. You'll see them later. I think they're like jacks. I think that's what they're called. I like doing the ducks more than the jacks because the jacks are kind of like going up and down and they're coming at you at like a floaty angle. It's way easier. Now right here, this is simple. You can just go through his mouth. You don't realize that the first time you play the game, but literally all you have to do to kill him is phase shift into his mouth and then ta-da, he's dead. I hate this part, by the way. I hate these little rockets. They're like upgraded acorns from the first level. Comboed up with the stars, they're the worst. Okay, so all the rockets are gone. And then this part is really simple, like way simpler than trying to kill it all. See that pink jack right there, harder to hit. So you can just phase shift through him. You can probably phase shift through all of them. But I'm pretty sure I was like, screw it, I'm going. Yeah, because I messed up there and I was like, I'm just gonna plow through it. And that's the thing, this part of the level's so short that you can actually do that and then you're like right at the end. So like we're already at the end here. That's it. So I'll wait for him to open his mouth and he tells you where he's gonna open his mouth with the uh-oh sign. So he's gonna, he alternates, so he's gonna do it on the bottom now and then I just go right into his mouth and it's over. Boom. Done. That's all you do. See, this is what I was talking about. This is the level that I'm pretty sure I completely nailed, right? I have all 3 hit points. I parried 3 times. I have all my gold coins. My skill level was, I don't know if I can go up to a 3 on running gun levels. Either way, I got it perfect. And you don't get like a P plus or anything like that. You just get a P rank. So I don't know if there's really any reason to go ahead and try to, you know, keep all your hit points. Your rank doesn't improve. And then this is the last one. And this one, again, you can just build up your parry off of the balloons. If you want to be like, I don't know, cool, you can just get a couple of parries off the balloons and then like build up your parries as you keep going with the, I don't even know what you want to call them, the little cannon guys. But me, I was a wuss. I was like, I'm not doing hard mode. I'm just going to go ahead and get some free ones off of these balloons. And then I can't remember if I even use invincibility. Actually, yeah, I do, because there's a couple of parts of this level where it's really hard to get through them. So yeah, I think I actually completely built it up here. Because there's one part where the cannons shoot at you, then there's one part where you're like, I don't know if you're standing next to a machine, like a casino machine? Slot machine, that's what they're called. And you have to go through some of these guys and just take damage. Maybe there's a smarter way to do it, but I was just trying to plow through it. So I'll show you here. Now the phase shift, you like need it on this level. And this is what I mean about hitting the pink balls. You can probably like be cool. Now I messed up there, but you have to take damage to those guys anyway, so I was able to pretty much make it the best of the situation there. And then yeah, you just kind of phase shift through all of this. Oh, it's not a slot machine, it's a duck machine. But now, I don't know if you can get through him any other way than that without taking damage. I don't know if one of those little ducks that he spits out is parryable ever. But then right here, you just gotta sit here and dodge. Now, looking back at this, when I was rewatching this, I was like, wow, I was really cutting it close on these like pretzels here. But you can phase shift through them and you're fine. It's probably like easier to go ahead and just go underneath them. But the hot dog, he makes it hard, man. But I was phase shifting like right on a dime with like all of these. Look at that. Oh! And then since I have 2 health, I just go right through them. And that's it. And then I think this was like the only level that I didn't beat beforehand. So I actually have like a C rank or something. Yeah, I have a C+. So this is the one I beat right before the turtle. And I was like, wow, maybe I should record this. Because I don't want to like see what the turtle says and then not be able to see it ever again. So yeah, I got my final P rank here. And then, yeah, I go walk up to the turtle, I believe. And then turtle is sitting in aisle 3. Yeah, I have all my P ranks now. Yep. Perfect. And what's interesting here is the first 2 P ranks you saw were the ones I did those first. The second 2, or the third the second 3, there you go, that you saw, I did those after the one that you just saw because I redid them for you guys. So I actually did all of this twice, except for the last level I just showed you here. But yeah, let's go talk to the turtle now. And then I show you guys a little bit of what black and white looks like. And you also get a vintage audio mode too. Oh, I see you found the path of pacifism. I can't talk right now. Path of pacifism. Say that 10 times real fast. So yeah, he gives you some bonuses here. And you can get into your options here. And that's it, really. That's all there is to it. I got it. I nailed it. So yeah, options here. And then, yeah, you can have a filter of black and white, which is cool. And then your audio, you can turn on vintage mode. And it's kind of hard to see when it's in black and white. But then you can hear like the audio gets way more tinny. Tries to make it sound even more 1930s. And then I think what I did was I went into the mouse level, the Wernstein or whatever his name is, just to show you what it actually looks like. I don't really try to like beat him that well. But it is hard not having your colors, by the way. Like, you can't see what's pink and all that. That's tough. But yeah, you can hear the audio. Sounds more hollow, basically. And then you can also see the black and white. Again, I wasn't really trying to beat him. I just wanted to show it to you guys. So, that's it. That is how you get all the P ranks. At least that's how I did it. That's a way you can use it if you're like, how do I P rank this? I'm stuck on this part. Watch SwingPoynt's video. And then, yeah, you get the black and white mode. You get the vintage audio. You can also go ahead and get another filter if you get high enough ranks on all of your bosses, which maybe I'll make a video about that. But it's like the two-tone filter mode, which I'll be working on. I'm going to see what I can do. And then I feel like there's also another secret in this game that has to do with the quartet. The barbershop quartet. I wouldn't be surprised if it's sitting within the expert stuff or if it's sitting within the devil. I'm not sure. Either way, I really feel like there's a secret there that I don't know about quite yet, so maybe you guys can help me out in the comments. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. This was me getting all the P ranks on Cuphead. If it helped you out at all, if you enjoyed this video, let me know by leaving a like. Go ahead and subscribe so you can see more stuff we do around here. I live stream just about every day. I didn't live stream last night because I was sick. But yeah, this was Cuphead, all the P ranks. I appreciate you guys being here, and I'll see you in the next video.